Hey y'all, it's your girl, your faith spiritual speaker, Neda, coming at you with some knowledge sprinkled with some love. And I hope this retrograde has been treating you guys well. I want to say thank you so much for those who came onto the page, showed love on old videos, commenting still, liking posts still, following still during this retrograde. Guys, I have not posted in almost a month now. And I can explain. I pinky promise I can't explain. Right? My reasoning is because this retrograde just simply would not let your girl do it. Not at all. Right? And it was extremely hard to be able to try and post stuff. My phone wouldn't record. It told me I had too much. I didn't have enough storage, right? Computer wouldn't record, saying my camera was messed up, okay? Then I tried to, when I did try and record something, I was able to. I tried to place it on different platforms and was unable to. Literally, I was able to post one video, and that video was to go onto YouTube. And that was hard. And then I tried to do little snippets and make posts out of that. Wouldn't let me, y'all. Wouldn't let me. So your girl has been struggling as far as the technology during this retrograde. But I kind of took it as my ancestors, my God, my higher being, then coming to me and saying, baby, take a break. Sit out this for a couple of days. Especially because, one, technology is my least favorite thing to mess with. Even at this young age, I can't stand it, y'all. But also, it gave me a chance to go into hermit mode. A lot of you guys probably yourself have been going through the hermit mode. I kind of want to back up a little bit. Please watch the video of the post that I made on YouTube in regards to this retrograde and how it was going to affect you. And go and comment on that and say, like, where you were at the beginning and where you are now. Like, what's the difference between the two, if there is a difference between the two. Okay, back to this. So, there's so many emotions, so many things was happening, and I think I was not the only one who dealt with it. When I was watching the readers that I watch, a lot of them were saying that they were dealing with a lot of stuff on the astral plane and wanting to be in hermit mode and wanting to be in a house. And it was nice to know that I wasn't the only one feeling that in this space. And it was very well worth it. I got a lot of rest. I got a chance to be with myself, to sit with myself, and, you know, not only learn things about myself, but those that are around me, and learn to understand the core concepts of communication and relation and, you know, even relating to ourselves. So I hope you guys have had a great time. I hope you guys found pieces of yourself that you didn't get a chance to know prior. Because this retrograde was different. This Mercury retrograde was not asking you necessarily to release anything, but to think through where you were, where you've been, and where you're trying to go. And those are all three different places if you're doing it right. So it was a great time. I did a lot of self-healing, a lot of self-loving, self-care. And hopefully you guys did as well. As you can see, the bob has grown. I am growing it back out so it can be long again, and I can do some things to it. So keep up with it. You guys are going to see some things shortly. But today, I just kind of wanted to figure out what we should be grateful for with all that's happening in the universe. I know you guys know about the wars. I know you guys are learning about everything as far as to what's happening in different countries, what's happening here. We are in the year of the fire horse, where everything, it actually started officially March 17th was when we entered it. So with that being said, things are different. You're seeing things differently. You're showing up differently than what you were before. And shit is hot like fire, no Aaliyah, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull on what to be grateful for in this fire horse year. Like, what emotions that you're going to come across, and how can we help you through that? There we go. What emotions you're going to come across in this year of the fire horse, and how to help you with that. Okay? I'm going to start off with something's calling me with the box of emotions. So I'm going to go into my prayer. I call on my God, my higher being, and my spirit team to help me deliver the most clear and precise message for the greatest good of the collective. I ask that you use me as a vessel to help deliver the most clear and precise message for them, so they can hear what they want, what they need to hear, and not what they want to hear. I ask that you protect me on all timelines and dimensions. Let all negative, ill intent, demonic, bad entities, spirits, or energies sent my way be transmuted to love, peace, power, and blessings. If it cannot be transmuted, I ask for it to be sent back to sender, return to sender 10,000-fold. Divine truth flows in alignment here. Ashe, I say, amen. Okay, y'all, so we're going to go ahead and pull the emotions that you may be experiencing in the fire horse all together. You chasing something. You chasing peace because you ain't got it right now. Oh, baby, if you thought you was going to get peace right now, let me see, what card is this? Possibility. So this was in a reverse, and Zen is also in the reverse. And I think what makes this interesting is both these cards are colors of pink. If you look at them, they're colors of pink. And that leads me to think about a love, rather self-love or love with somebody else. I'm going to take it as love with somebody else. You thought there was going to be peace in something with someone else, but it is not working. This was backwards as well. Okay. Acedia, or sometimes called acedi, is an emotion that has no real equivalent today. It was a disastrous emotional crisis, usually striking between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. when the midday heat would be at its worst. Its first signs were listlessness and irritability, but didn't take long to turn into desolation and despair. And since acedia was dropped from the Lord of Sin, some of the symptoms were absorbed into illness. Melancholia, a forerunner to our own state of depression and anxiety. You may be depressed about something that you were hopeful in regards to peace. You're stressed about it. You're looking for, you're grieving something, or maybe you were grieving something. Maybe this is what you've been feeling at the beginning. This is where you are right now as far as to, I just got a text on my phone, so I'm gonna take that as a sign. This is what you're going to feel at the beginning of the fire horse. During this time period, things are going to feel different. You're going to be in a space where you're trying to figure out, is peace possible, right? After all the grieving you've done, right? All this depression and anxiety that you have, is it possible for you to have peace finally, right? And then the word Saudade came out. It is thought as the Portuguese first learned to speak Saudade. Those left behind live. Some emotions are so intimately tied to a particular artistic form that it's impossible to think of them without it. Melancholy and the blues. So yeah, there's something tied. You're tying something to your peace. Rather, you're tying money to your peace, relationships to your peace, the relationship with yourself to peace. It's something you've connected peace to that is making it hard for you to actually get the peace that you long for, like the possibility of peace fully. I'm gonna follow up with your feelings are valid. Also, guys, thank you again. Thank you so much for those who were liking, commenting, following, sharing this entire time for the last 3 weeks. It's been almost 3 weeks since I last posted, guys. And unless you follow me on YouTube, that's when you'll see that I posted that on YouTube. Again, go onto YouTube and watch that video. Okay, guys? Y'all, I ran out of, that's another thing. The running out of storage. I done deleted so much stuff and it keeps telling me I still ain't got storage, guys. So I'm gonna make this quick. Okay? We still on the same thing. I'm just gonna loop these two together. Make it work, y'all. Anything else? Yeah, somebody has intrusive thoughts. They're doubting their ambitions, right? Their dreams, the fact that they deserve love. The fact that they deserve love is what is stopping you from getting peace. Not the fact that you're deserving of love, but you're recognizing that you are deserving of these things. Or maybe you are trying to figure out if you're worthy of these things. Are you truly worthy of love? Are you truly worthy of happiness and reaching your dreams, right? And that could be a problem within itself, guys. That could be a problem within itself. You especially not going to have peace if you keep putting all that into there. Or maybe you're recognizing that, for some people, you recognizing that you didn't have real love, right? You haven't really go for your dreams. You're always in your brain. And you have a level of ambition to you, but you just recognizing that you are worthy of these things. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of going to the next stage. You're worthy, right? I am worthy is so important. I want to spread that message so clearly to everyone, because recognizing what you bring to the table is going to be the most vital thing ever. And if you're going to roll the dice on anybody, make sure you roll it on yourself. Okay? That's just one there, okay? I'm going to go ahead and go into the Soul Truths. Pull 1 or 2 cards on that. And then go into some coping skills. So give us some Soul Truths on this for the collective. Give me some Soul Truth. And then, guys, I want you to be aware that, like I said, by May, I plan on starting a new series. Like, I love what I do. I love using the emotion cards, the self-awareness cards. Am I on the right path? I love using these things, but I want to make sure I engage you guys the way that I need to, which is talking about social work, talking about spirituality, talking about mental health, and how to bridge those things together. I mean, recovery too, not just recovery as far as the 222 on the clock, but not just recovery as far as to drugs, but like recovering from being a people pleaser, recovering from being a passive communicator, like just recovering from all the things that, made us not be who we were truly meant to be. Anyways, this card says, am I on the right path? Somebody's questioning if they're on the right path. Somebody's questioning if they're doing something right. What you have to recognize is you are. You have to keep moving forward. You're scared. You are going to question. Keep going. Today, you have to search for all the ways you are aligned with your soul's purpose. The signs will appear. Let this newfound trust fuel your next steps. You got it, guys. You got it. It's all yours. You have to see your purpose. You question things. And you know what? Sometimes questioning is okay. It lets you know that you're alive. Being confused on how you're doing is okay. It lets you know that you have different opportunities and different routes you can take. Right? And if you're an alchemist the way that I know you're an alchemist, right? Anything you do can go the way that you want it. You just gotta go 110%. A friend recently told me that it's so good, Neda, when you make a decision, do you show you as confident in it? Because you gotta make sure you're confident. You gotta make sure no matter what the decision is, you're confident in it. Even if you're wrong, be confident in being wrong. And that's real. That's the realest shit that I heard. Guys, it has been a tussle. Okay, so last I remember, we was able to get the card. And this is us right here. As far as, am I on the right path? Somebody's questioning if they're on the right path and if they're doing things right. They're knowing that they're deserving of love, right? They know they're deserving of reaching their dreams, right? But their ambitions and their intrusive thoughts, they're combining together, and it's starting to make it hard for someone to be able to actually project what they need to alchemize. Okay, and you're questioning if you're on the right path. You are on the right path. Do not question that. Keep going. You're very deserving of it. You just have to see that you're very deserving of it. Okay. And then the coping skill, one I see is hug a pillow. So when you take a pillow for about 5 seconds, you hold it really tight and you slowly release it. You can do this about 2-3 times. And while you do this, the prompt is going to be, what feelings come up to you as you hug this pillow? And what does the pressure or the softness help you feel safe? Does the pressure or the softness help you feel safe? Another one is pressure and pause, right? And so what you're doing is you're taking your toes and you're doing a pressure for a few seconds, and then you're releasing, pressure for a few seconds, and then releasing. And you're making sure that your feet are grounded. They're on the ground. All you're doing is just taking your fingers and going like that, taking your toes and going like that. And what you're going to do is notice how it feels. Notice how the pressure points are. Notice if you are contacting your feet with the ground. Like, notice how it's contacting, right? Touch grounding, right? So it's basically where you are reclaiming your presence through touch, right? And so what you're doing is you're on the floor. You can stretch yourself out and you're putting your palms down, your feet on the top part. You can rub your palms together as well. You can push your feet deep. You can gently press hands on your body and notice the connection. And you can use this for a morning routine. Okay, guys? So there's so many different coping mechanisms and ways you can do it. I think that was it. Oh, and then rate your state. So you're going to always check to see where you are, figure out where you at. Are you still 2 to 2 o'clock? Are you still here, right? Are you here? What levels? Are you anxious? Do you feel depressed? Do you feel uneasy? Are you calm? Are you normal? What are your levels, okay? And I'm going to see who is it. I'm going to see who is it. And then I'm going to go into the last minute affirmation. And before we end, I want to have a conversation with you. Okay. So if you are not a true person to the page, if you're not a true fan, once this is done, you can leave. Okay. You can leave. So who is it for the collective? Who needs to be receiving this message? You have a sharp face, somebody older than me. I am in my 20s. What does it say? If you're Asian with brown or hazel eyes, if you have an oval face, yeah, if you have an oval face, what is this? If you have piercings, sharp face, Australian, Black or African American, older than me, oval face, Asian, beauty marks, and like I said, hazel eyes. Let's go ahead and roll the dice on it, and then we can do last minute affirmation. So we're rolling the dice on numbers that are important for my angel number lovelies, and then we're going to be rolling the zodiac signs for my zodiac sign lovelies. All are very important. Okay, I'm going to start off with the zodiac signs. What zodiac signs should resonate with this message? Okay, Aquarius, Pisces, Scorpio. I also see Taurus. I also see Libra, okay? And I also see Gemini. So those are the zodiac signs. Okay. Give me an angel number for those to look up. That'll best work for this reading for the collective. Ay! 1, 9, and 8. 198, 80, 91, 8, 91, 8, 19, 9, 81, 9, 18 are those numbers there, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and give you last minute affirmation for the collective. You guys know for most of these cards, I just go through once, except for the actual emotion cards, because that's what we got to get. You guys have a lot of affirmations, okay? So one here is, all that I need is coming to me in ways I could have never imagined. So you have to open yourself up, guys. Open yourself up to being able to receive. That's really important. This one fell. There's no such thing as mistakes. Everything happens in divine order. I am being guided to learn and grow. That is also another good one, guys. I think this is very important, and that's why it fleeted, because you guys are recognizing, or you need to recognize, that everything happens in divine order and divine timing for you, right? And if you are sitting here searching for everything, you're searching all the time, you're not allowing the ability to attract what you're looking for. 555 on the clock, okay? My happiness is a direct reflection on how quickly I can shift my perception from fear to love, right? The more you decide anything that is fear, you bind that spirit. You bind that spirit of fear, and you release the spirit of love, okay? Respect, self-respect, confidence, guys. That is really vital in this process of you figuring out your peace, what peace looks like for you during this fire horse year, right? The year of 10-year completion, you know? And then every cell in my body is conscious and communicates with positive thoughts. Communicate with the positive thoughts that I have. Guys, you have to be positive in everything, right? Words are spells. When you spell a word, you are sitting there and you're alchemizing that energy when you say stuff, when you spell things, when you say things with your mouth, right? The most powerful vessel that you have is your mouth, guys. So you have to be careful on the type of life that you're speaking over yourself and others, okay? So those are really big. For those who are done, thank you for being here on the reading. This was amazing. Great. See me this time next week, guys, for an update. I'm going to be posting everywhere. I'm going to be posting on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Threads. I even got Snapchat, okay, guys? All right. So with that being said, y'all can be dismissed, okay? They leave yet? Okay. All right, y'all. So what I really wanted us to have a conversation about is just revamping what's happening here. Okay? What's happening on the page, what's happening with what we have going on. And you've heard me mention it. If you are on my YouTube, then you actually have heard me mention this several times, that I'm going to be taking this page in a slightly new direction. When I came up with this page, the biggest thing was being able to use affirmations, divinations, and coping skills to be able to help us through what's happening in our lives on a day-to-day basis to manifest a better overall well-being. Well, I love the fact that I'm using my emotion cards, and this is something I will continue doing. But I do want to start adding a segment in there. It's more of me speaking. So I've been getting into some speaking engagements, being able to go out to events, communicate with individuals. And so moving forward, there's going to be a speaking engagement I will be doing soon. And I've been told that I can actually record this. And so with that being said, I want to be able to record it and put it on here and do something cute with it, guys. And just kind of keep this going for the teachings, the things that I bring home from work, the things that I've learned from my experiences. I think it's really important that I come in at that flavor. Okay, so once I can get the schedule together, we're gonna be good. I'm gonna start recording and posting as I go. But what I'm hoping is by the end of this summer, which will be August, September, that this page will be a lot of public speaking, a lot of me speaking about emotions, talking about emotions from a therapist / social worker's point of view, and adding the spiritual lens into it as much as possible. Okay, guys? And that means you guys are going to get a lot of the first of things, right? On this page, I also, at some point, I will be going to go ahead and get my somatic yoga certification. So I could be a yoga instructor for somatic cope while teaching somatic coping skills. And I want to be able to have you guys on there with me, doing it with me in a space where I'm learning. So there's so many things that are coming into fruition, guys, so many things that I'm working out. But I just want to let you guys know that things are going to change a little bit on every form of social media. Things are going to change. And I'm so grateful for having this time to myself, because I was able to sit and say, you know what? We need to revamp. We need to figure those things out, because time's a wasting. 10-10. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you every time. Thank you again for having my back when I was gone. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and following during this experience of the retrograde that took your girl out for a little bit. I just want you guys to know that you are amazing. There's nothing you can't do. You can do everything, okay? Love and peace.